What's up, you guys? Welcome to V.S.O.P Sports Radio, where we only drink the finest of V.S.O.P cognac. I'm your host, Ryan, and today I'm trying to figure out why is Gilbert Arenas such a hater? He's been popping up on my timeline pretty recently, a lot more often than I'd like. And every time he comes across, he's always just talking trash about people. And what really bothered me not too long ago is when he disrespected Hakeem Olajuwon, because Hakeem Olajuwon supposedly charges $50,000 to work out with him, and he teaches like footwork and how to do the dream shake and all that stuff like that. And for me, when I look at the 50,000 for a player who makes half a million a game, 50,000 is nothing to them. And if they want to spend 50,000 and use that as an investment to make themselves better on the court, then that's their prerogative. But for Gilbert Arenas to come out and go on a rant and completely disrespect Hakeem Olajuwon, I mean, for him to be an NBA player himself and disrespect one of the legends of the game shows a complete lack of respect for, number one, his elders and the people who came before him in the league. And Hakeem wasn't just some bum. He's a two-time champion. Hakeem Olajuwon was one of the only players to win, and you might have to fact check me, but he won Finals MVP, Defensive Player of the Year, and something else all in the same season. So for you to sit there and say things like he ain't been good since the 90s and ain't nobody doing that, he don't know no moves from the 2000s, and it's just plain disrespect, to the point where Paul Pierce even had to jump in and say, you need to put some respect on Hakeem's name. Because at the end of the day, like I said, if Giannis wants to pay that money to get himself better, then let him do that. But here's the thing. Giannis came out and said he didn't even pay, but he would have had no problem paying if Hakeem had charged him. And so a couple days ago, Giannis plays the Lakers in a preseason game, and he puts his back to the basket and it looks like he tried one of the Hakeem moves that he taught him. And although it wasn't called, Gilbert Arenas hops on his podcast and says, "Oh, he traveled. He paid 50,000 to travel." And again, it's like why are you hating so much on Hakeem, and why are you hating on Giannis? And it really comes across as just like bitter and trolling and just disrespectful, like a lack of respect. Gilbert also recently started talking trash about the 1988 dunk contest with Michael Jordan and Dominique Wilkins. Talking about, oh, you look at it, they were just doing nothing but windmills from different sides of the court, just windmills. It's all pretty much saying like pretty much like the dunks that they were doing weren't spectacular. And again, as somebody who played in the NBA, why are you hating on people who were stars, the stars of the game at that time? Michael Jordan, Dominic Wilkins. Here's the thing, Gil. The dunks that we saw back then, that they were doing, they were spectacular because they weren't dunks that people saw on a regular basis. You're talking about 1988. There was no YouTube, like people weren't desensitized to dunks. So when you're seeing the type of dunks that they're doing, especially because you don't see them often, at that time they were great. It's like when it's somebody in the comments even said, they were like, Gil, you can't compare a 1998 Benz to a 1988 Benz to a 2023 Benz. It's different. It's like Nintendo. When Nintendo came out, it was like Whoa. And then Super Nintendo, whoa. And now if you go back and look at it, you'd be like, I can't believe we were so amazed. But it was great for its time. The first cell phone, so it just seems to me like, how can you as an NBA player disrespect the greats of the game? He just really comes across as a hater. And I don't understand. I've even seen like interactions between him and Nick Young. And, like Gilbert Arenas comes across as like somebody, it'd be really hard to be friends with that guy. Like, he just does not seem like a good person. And that's just what I see. To me, he just doesn't seem like a good person. But, money does crazy things, doesn't it? So, anyway, you guys let me know what you think. Do you feel like he's a hater, or do you feel like his comments about the dunk contest and Hakeem Olajuwon and Giannis Antetokounmpo, are they fair? So anyway, you guys let me know in the comments, and I will see you guys next time here on VSOP Sports Radio. Peace.